What kind of world do we live in where nature can destroy whole villages and end lives in an instant? Where poor people also endure blindness or deafness? Where children grow up on the streets without love or guidance? And those with disabilities are neglected? What kind of world do we live in? A world where caring people organize to provide service. Where life-saving relief is provided to disaster victims. Blindness is reversed. Hearing loss is overcome. Children are cared for. And those with disabilities develop their potential. This is the world of Lions and LCIF. Through LCIF, Lions serve the world community and local communities like your own. LCIF is the grant-making arm of Lions Clubs International. LCIF helps Lions help others. It takes in donations from individual Lions, clubs, and districts, and then provides grants to Lions for humanitarian projects too big for clubs or districts to do on their own. LCIF tackles huge global problems, such as blindness and hearing loss. But LCIF also provides grants for humanitarian problems more local in scope. LCIF partners with Lions to build schools, equip health clinics, and give the disabled vocational skills. Through LCIF, Lions are champions of people in their community who would otherwise be forgotten.
I am so happy to see again. I felt like I was reborn. I feel useful. I am able to farm again.
In 1990, alarmed by an increase in blindness, Lions and LCIF began Sight First. Lions generously donated $143 million to campaign Sight First. Never had Lions contributed so much money for a cause or provided so many service hours. Yet never had the stakes been higher. A full 80% of the world's 37 million blind were needlessly blind. So how have Lions and Sight First fared? Extraordinarily well. Lions have restored sight to 4.6 million people through cataract surgeries. We prevented serious vision loss in another 20 million people and improved eye care services for hundreds of millions. Thanks to Sight First, Lions continue to be the world's foremost champions of sight. Even more amazing is how cost-effective Lions and Sight First have been. The $143 million donated to campaign Sight First brought vision to nearly 25 million people. So on average, every $6 donation to campaign Sight First restored or preserved someone's precious sight. Despite the extraordinary success of Sight First, Lions' dream of vision for all remains unrealized. The rapid growth and aging of the world's population means the risk of blindness has increased, especially from cataract. Diabetic eye disease and glaucoma also threaten the sight of millions who may not even be aware that they are at risk, even in countries with well-developed eye care systems such as the United States. Sadly, more children than ever suffer from avoidable blindness. In fact, every minute somewhere in the world, a child goes blind. Comprehensive pediatric eye care systems are urgently needed. At the 2005 International Convention in Hong Kong, Lions and LCIF launched Campaign Sight First 2. So Lions will continue to preserve the vision of millions of children and adults worldwide. Our fundraising goal is $150 million US. An additional $50 million set as a challenge goal would allow Lions to extend their leadership in research, rehabilitation, and reaching out to society's most vulnerable people. Fundraising by clubs should be done in 2006, 2007, and 2008. So far, the campaign is off to an excellent start. More than $40 million US was raised even before club fundraising officially began. Support from Lions everywhere will ensure that the campaign is successful and Lions will realize our dream of vision for all. Lions and LCIF responded to the tsunami disaster with an unprecedented relief and reconstruction effort. LCIF mobilized $15 million US to help tsunami victims. Immediately following the tragedy, LCIF supported Lions as they provided life-saving food, clean water, and medicine. LCIF has helped Lions build more than 1,300 homes. Many more are being built. Lions also are rebuilding local industries in Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and India. People who lost everything have been given a new lease on life. The homes built by Lions are modest in size, but a definite improvement over what people had. A young Indonesian girl living in a Lions home wants Lions to know that their assistance is greatly appreciated.
Terima kasih, Lion.
For me, this is my palace. LCIF also helped Lions as they aided those affected by the earthquake that hit Pakistan and India, and those in the United States affected by Hurricane Katrina. LCIF mobilized $5 million US to help Katrina victims. LCIF approved funds for Lions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama to continue important service projects such as eye screenings.
I just can't express the words because there's no words to express the gratitude.
LCIF also provided coats for kids and set up twinning between clubs in the Gulf Coast and clubs elsewhere. Working together, Lions and LCIF are easing the suffering of many. Imagine a world without sound. How hard would it be to work, learn in school, and interact with loved ones? 250 million people worldwide can answer that question. That's how many suffer from serious hearing impairment. Very, very few can afford a hearing aid. LCIF is changing all that. It developed a high-quality, low-cost hearing aid and is working with Lions who already have hearing programs to distribute the aid. It also is working with Lions to set up hearing programs. Lions, the great knights of the blind, also are great friends of the hearing impaired.
Our pay is the hugs and the smiles. The people are so grateful. It's so unbelievable to them that people would come down and spend time to make their life and their quality of life much better.
Imagine a program that teaches children and teenagers to make the right decisions, act responsibly, and avoid drugs and alcohol. That's what LCIF's Lions Quest program does. Lions Quest educates teachers to mold the character of young people. Through LCIF, Lions are helping young people reach their full potential and become contributors to their communities. LCIF makes hundreds of grants each year to Lions for humanitarian needs in their own hometowns. In the United States, Lions in Michigan support and volunteer at the Penricton Center for Blind Children.
Our club loves us. It's not only in our own backyard, but we have established a great rapport with the staff of Penricton.
Good seeing you, buddy.
LCIF provided a much-needed grant for the facility's expansion.
We've expanded so that we can serve more children, but also better. And that's the goal, is to help each child, no matter what their level, no matter what their skills, to become as independent as they possibly can.
I would just like to take the opportunity to thank the Lions Club and Penricton for all their support for our child. I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't have a place for our child.
This is my favorite place in the whole wide world. Anybody who comes through here and sees what these people do can't help but love it. I am very grateful that I have found a place like this to channel my energies and our money.
Many of LCIF's community-oriented grants help Lions help children.
I used to live in Nairobi, in the States. It wasn't really good because I didn't get enough food. I had nowhere to sleep during the night.
Near Nairobi, Kenya, local Lions partnered with LCIF to build the Hawa Rehabilitation Center for street children.
As a Lion member, I feel so happy that at least my time, my skill or my guidance will be useful to somebody.
I like living here because I can see that there's some people who love me, take care of me, and I'm happy living here.
LCIF helps Lions help the underserved. Lions in District 334E in Japan have partnered with LCIF on medical missions. Since 1975, Japanese Lions have traveled to the Philippines, bringing medicine and supplies and providing medical care.
We are here to help children with their eye health. I'm very satisfied with what I do here and want to come back next year. The value of a human being should be measured by how much service you do. That's also fundamental to being a Lion. It's important what you do for others.
Many LCIF grants enable Lions to reach across borders to help people in desperate need. Lions from the British Isles and Ireland in Multiple District 105 partnered with LCIF to aid Bosnia. Initially, they saved lives by evacuating ill children to England.
I just want to say thank you, Lions, very much for everything you've done. I would have sold my house to save my child.
LCIF and Lions also built clinics, equipped hospitals, and trained medical personnel. Today, critically ill children recover their health in state-of-the-art facilities in Sarajevo and Mostar.
After reopening this unit, we treated more than 1,000 seriously ill patients, and these children fortunately survived. But without this unit, for sure, these children would die.
The mortality rate was 98%. We've now changed that to something like 6%, and that's the Lions that made that happen.
Why give to LCIF instead of another good cause? Every dollar donated to LCIF goes directly into a grant. All of LCIF's administrative expenses are paid for by earnings on investments. LCIF also is highly efficient. It can provide a cataract surgery for as little as $20 US. Imagine that. For the cost of going to the movies, a Lion can help a blind person see. LCIF accepts donations of $20, $50, and $100 US for its contributing membership program. Lions receive a distinctive lapel pin and the satisfaction of knowing they've helped those who need it most. Individuals, clubs, and districts can also support a Melvin Jones Fellowship through a $1,000 donation. An MJF is a great way to recognize someone for community service and to support LCIF's humanitarian work. Please support LCIF. After all, it's not just another good cause. LCIF is Lions helping Lions serve others around the world and in our own communities.